Hello! Here today talking about Rain City Skills' second release, so kind of going back into the history of the company now that we've got a bunch of yo-yos behind us, in our belts. I don't know, whatever the metaphor is. After we released the Hipster High Life, it was a slow start, but they were selling, they were moving, money came back in. In the meantime, I was running Return Top Shop and getting things happening there. Ran Canadian National Championships in 2017, and Free Hinton from Seattle, the fellow who runs Eternal Throw, was up staying with me so that him and his crew could come out of the contest. We were talking about yo-yos and the fact that if you buy enough, he used to use Yo-Yo Jam basic plastic ones that he'd get his logo on from when he does school demos, and he works with a charity called Bikers Against Child Abuse, who kind of help kids that have been abused and whatnot. So he does a lot of giving away yo-yos and demos and things. And I work with schools doing clubs and whatnot. So we both were in need of a good yo-yo to hook up beginners with, but we wanted to have something that represented each of our brands. We got to talking, and at the time I don't remember which yo-yo it was, but one of Vozen's yo-yos that I was getting for like $6 wholesale for one of their just basic model aluminum yo-yos. And I said to him, yeah, if you buy enough of them, if you make enough of them, the price can be that low. No, enough is like 1,000, but what I found out is if you do 500, you can keep your price under $10 per yo-yo, plus all of the excessive extra costs that come with running a yo-yo company, but that's a different rant. So we decided to do one together, and I messaged Justin Scott Larson, who was helping me do Begliariat designs at the time, and said, look, I need a yo-yo. I want it to kind of reference the Silver Bullet 2, that kind of old school feel. It needs to be tug responsive, but also convertible for unresponsive, so I can give it to beginners and they can upgrade their way up from there. And about 5 minutes later, he sent me a completed, ready-to-go design. And if you've ever worked with 3D design programs, it takes hours and hours and hours and hours to create something. I was confused. I said, how did you do it so quick? He said, I've been working on this for 2 years. So I asked him for his dream yo-yo. So we got some prototypes made. And this is what it looked like. And my dog is barking. Shh. Okay? Yeah, don't bark at me. Yeah. Rubble, rubble, rubble. I'm going to have to start my video over again now. Come here. Say hello to Dandy. Say, hi everybody. Hi, there's somebody at the door or something. I'm barking. Okay? Gonna leave me alone so I can finish the video? Alright. Anyhow, Gamer is what we ended up calling it. If you have a look, oh, can I get the angle right here? There it is. Slim bearing, wide bearing. So, tested out some prototypes. They were great. Took them to the World Yo-Yo Contest in Reykjavik. And it was great. People loved them. So we went ahead and I took a big gamble and ordered 500 of them. Now, the deal was getting it cheap enough required solid colors. Splash colors, you're adding a lot of cost for anodizing. So I did 400 of them solid colors, and we did 100 splash colors with 4 different colorways. And I have 3 of them. Maybe 3? 2. I think I've lost a yo-yo. Anyhow, so there was Pokemon, the legendary trio, red, blue, and yellow. This one was Eternal Throw's signature colorway, Madden for the Madden Sports, for the Seahawks down there. And then there was a Space Invaders, and I don't remember the 4th one. I am a terrible person. Yep, drawn a blank. Space Invaders, Madden. Anyhow. And then there were 400 solid colors that we did: red, blue, green, yellow, gold, silver, black. And I sold some to Yo-Yo Expert and Yo-Yo Sam, thinking, they'll slowly sell the handful they bought, and in the meantime I'll sell the solid colored ones. But I got lucky, and my timing was just right, just as slimline yo-yos were becoming a thing, and they sold out right away. So I had to order another 100 splash colors, which was more expensive, which my cost to profit ratio became almost nothing if I was going to keep the same price. So I had to go up $5, which basically meant I was making about $4 per yo-yo after you account for all the extras, because that's the thing with the Rain City yo-yos, is I load up the extras. And what I had done with the Gamer was I thought, well, if I want to be selling the solid colors for 20 or $25 to kids. So to justify a retail price, I needed to load it up with extra stuff. So found these cool headphone cases that zip up, clamshell to carry your yo-yo in. My biggest problem with slimline responsive yo-yos in the past had been getting them properly tug responsive. You have to have thick lube. So I contacted Mitch over at Yo-Yo Sam, and he hooked me up with a couple hundred little tiny bottles. First couple runs also came with a bearing removal tool so that you could remove and change your bearing, which is kind of important when you've got a double bearing system. And now here is the kicker. One of the things Justin insisted on, ignore my dog, he's loud. One of the things Justin insisted on was that the problem with a lot of slimline responsive designed yo-yos was they were still trying to use the thin 19mm pad. That's kind of the industry standard. And if you want it responsive, you need a thicker pad, a wider pad. So we had custom pads made. Minimum order was 3,000 pads. I ordered 3,000 of these pads that are thicker than your standard pad and wider. So here, let me find. So there's the Gamer pad, and I don't know if that's going to show you correctly. The lighting's not great, but you can see how much it overlaps compared to the regular 19mm pad. So I threw extras of those in the package. So first run went, second run we did 4 more colors. Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers, did another Space Invaders. It was funny, it came out completely different and didn't sell nearly as well. The Space Invaders was the most popular color from the first batch. And then there's this one. I don't remember what I was trying to order, but this color was nothing like what I ordered from them. So we called that one Leroy Jenkins from World of Warcraft, which I put many, many hundreds of hours into when I was younger. So that was the second batch that went out, and those sold out and people loved them. And in the meantime, I was still selling the solid colored ones to kids. And then I decided, okay, people were messaging me going, this yo-yo's freaking fantastic. What if it was lighter? So put Justin to work redesigning it lighter. And he did. And sent that file off to the shop and ordered 160 of them. And something went wrong. And they used the old file and made me 160 of the previous yo-yos. And I went, now I've got 160 of these yo-yos. I've already sold 600 of the things. Everybody's got one. I was hoping that people that already had one would buy a lighter weight one. What am I going to do? Yo-Yo Expert still bought them. People still bought them, and they're almost sold out. So I guess there's still a market for it. What do I know? But for that, we redid the Pokemon Legendary Trio by accident. This batch, I think they got 2 of the colors right. There was Mega Man. They got that one right. That turned out great. And this is wrong. This was supposed to be Duck Hunt, orange and silver. Came out this copper and silver, which looks great, but wasn't what I wanted. And then there was that, which was supposed to be brown and yellow for Donkey Kong. There's no brown. Don't even remember what I was trying for there. Like this batch, I think I got 2 out of 5 right. So that was kind of when I decided to start poking around for new shops. They all came out looking great. They just weren't the colors that I had planned on, so my planning and organizing changed. Oh yeah, the Gamer was also when I discovered these. The finger spin Lego plates. They're just Lego pieces, but they make it so you can finger spin the yo-yos. So now I try to include them with yo-yos and sell them as extras. So that was the Gamer. It's been a long journey. At some point I may make more. I kind of want to make a titanium one just because. I mean, it's not a design that really maximizes the use of titanium, but who cares? It would be cool to have a titanium Gamer. So maybe next year or the year after. But in any event, thank you for listening. Till next time.